And now for the moment some gearhead out there has been waiting for. The S1 Pro Plus versus the Everse 8. Right off the bat, I can say that the Everse 8 is a little bit heavier. I think it's like maybe 2 pounds, so it's nothing crazy, but it is noticeable, and maybe it's because this one's like more dispersed, so it feels heavier or something like that too. But it is larger. You can see in this video right here. And so one con right away for the Everse 8 is that for carrying it onto at least a Southwest Airlines airplane, it's technically just a little bit too big for the overhead bins on what they say on their website right now. But the Bose S1 Pro Plus I've brought onto an airplane at least 2 times, and it just goes in the overhead bin with ease. But that doesn't mean I wouldn't bring the Everse 8 on an airplane, but you'd have to check it, and I think you'd have to pop the battery pack out of the bottom and carry that onto the plane with you, because you can't have like large lithium batteries on an airplane in the check-in. To take out the battery on the S1 Pro Plus, you do need to unscrew 2 little screws to get it out. However, on the Everse 8, there are little finger screws already attached to it, so you don't need any tools. If you need 48 volts for phantom power, the S1 Pro Plus does not have that. As far as displays, they're both really sweet looking. So I love the way Bose set this one up, and it's got the click buttons here. If you hold it, it goes into deeper options for you. The Everse 8 comes with a cover on top of their inputs and outputs. Also very cool looking when it turns on, and then you got this one button click to get you into all the optionality here. Both of them work pretty smoothly as far as this goes. I really do like the feel of the Everse's button though. I would say it feels a little bit better. But there's 3 of them on the S1 Pro per input. The S1 Pro has these ports to where you can buy their wireless receivers and transmitters, and they charge when you plug them back in here. The Everse 8 does not have any that are native to it, but it does have a 12-volt plug for their wireless system that you can buy separately. I don't know anything about that, but I have tried the Bose wireless, and it only lasts like up to 4 hours. But the thing is, it can die before 4 hours, and some of my shows are 4 hours. So I couldn't rely on it because it would be losing its charge before I was finished, and to have to swap out wireless receivers in between a show would be annoying to me. It's not totally worth it for me to have those because Sennheiser makes them, and they are excellent. I love these things. They last over 4 hours for me quite often. It says to last up to like 5 hours, but these things have been great. I have 2 sets of them to be a wireless transmitter if I'm playing somewhere where it's not practical to run a cord. The other bonus thing about the S1 Pro Plus or the Everse 8 is that they're both rechargeable and they both have long battery life. So just having to run that one less power cord, it's just so cool that you can use something like this to go wireless no matter what brand. Sennheiser isn't loyal to one of those speakers or another. If your gigs are typically shorter, the Bose S1 Pro Plus's wireless system actually is really cool. Like, I love how convenient it is. I just wish that they could somehow expand the battery charge because I would have kept them. I bought them and I returned them because they just didn't work for me. I'm super impressed with the S1 Pro Plus. However, I can still tell it is what it is. It's a portable, rechargeable speaker. Now, it sounds full spectrum. Like, I love the thing. Like, it's really fat, but there is a point where you can tell it is overdriving a little bit for my uses. Real instruments just hit different than like a line input where a song's already mastered. But the Everse 8 actually reminds me a little bit more of like a QSC K8. It's more on the spectrum of like a powered speaker. It doesn't feel like it's missing anything, albeit it is still an 8-inch speaker, so it's not that big, but they make the Everse 12 as well. So if you want more sound and still that rechargeable function, you could get the Everse 12. When I played at a house party the other night, I used the Bose S1 Pro Plus as my monitor, and I used the Everse 8 as the main. And the nice thing about that is I could stroll into the gig, and I had the backpack on, and then I had the Everse around my shoulder. The Everse tote had some extra gear in it, and then I had one more backpack with other stuff. So when I went to the gig, it's like I got all my speakers, I got like all my cords and harmonicas and microphones, and I only had to make one more trip with my guitar and then my microphone and speaker stand. And so yeah, it made it really convenient since I couldn't bring a cart into that house because it wouldn't roll over the front entryway. And so situationally, there's gonna be places like, say if I play for a wedding or a bigger venue, I'm gonna wanna bring my QSC K10.2 or K8.2. Another notable item is that the Everse 8, you have to manually set it to whether it's tilted back it's being used as a monitor or on a tripod, as to where the Bose S1 Pro Plus automatically can tell what position it's in and changes its performance functionality based off that. I know that the Everse 8 has 100 degrees radius of sound going up and down from the speaker and side to side, so that's a huge spread. So it could work too as like just the only thing you need if you set it in the right position if you're a solo musician. And I found that these speakers in tandem work great together. And while I haven't tested it, I could assure you that whether you buy 2 S1 Pro Pluses or 2 Everse 8s, you're gonna love the results. And again, mind you, this isn't for big events. These are still small, portable, rechargeable speakers. So if I had to pick the Bose or the EV for a monitor at a show, I would pick the Bose because the Bose is easier to carry. I really like the backpack. It has the storage area on top. And also, if you're going to be on an airplane, it's a lot easier to carry on that speaker. It also works as a main, and I have used it as a main before. And it has a wide enough spread on the S1 Pro that you can really hear yourself and play outward from a tripod or having it on the ground, but typically I always like it on a tripod because it can get over people's heads too. If it's on the ground, it's getting caught on the bodies in front of it. And that goes the same for the Everse 8, but I would say it's just more. There's more punch to it. When I bought my Bose S1 Pro Plus, it was at like $650 or $700. And for the Everse 8, it's about $750. So it's a little more expensive. However, right now, I just looked up the price on the S1 Pro. They currently have it discounted everywhere to about $600. I wish I bought it then. That's a pretty great deal. So like I said, if you don't think you need that much power, if you're just playing like a coffee shop or a very small restaurant, there's a chance that the S1 Pro Plus is all you're gonna need. It's still pretty awesome. They both look great, very easy to transport. But if you want just that little more power, the EV does have a couple more effects on it. It has some reverbs, it has some echoes, it has some chorus, a doubling effect, and a slapback delay as well. As to where the S1 Pro Plus only has reverb on it, however, they both have EQs, both have apps that you can get into which you can control the speakers from the apps. So both cool on that front, both Bluetooth. One key difference is the S1 Pro Plus can plug into your computer and be used as an interface where the Everse 8 cannot do that. I think Bose wins as far as the design of the bag. However, if you get 2 Everse 8s, there's a longer bag to which 2 of them can fit into it, like 2 little cubes, and it's pretty awesome looking. Like that will be a good option, and who knows, potentially maybe I'd do that in the future, but I love the S1 Pro for the sake that I can bring it on an airplane very easily. And I also just like the backpack. I play another gig where I only need it as a monitor and there's not a lot of room there. So to be able to walk in with a smaller loop rig setup that I have and just have the backpack as opposed to like a tote that's just like a little bit bigger. And when you play full time, you start to try to find every little spot where you can save yourself time or save yourself like the headache of carrying something bigger. Or for instance, like with both of these speakers, it's great that they're rechargeable. And so the setup and teardown's quicker. You just got to charge it when you get home. And so ultimately, I don't think you can lose on any speaker, but I hope that my review and discernment of both of these things has helped you to make a good decision. If you're in the market for one of these speakers, please use my Amazon link here or in the description. That's an Amazon affiliate link that helps to support my channel. The totes will be listed in the description as well. Thank you so much for watching today. Please hit that like and subscribe. Drop any more questions you might have below. Let me know if you dug the video, and have a lovely rest of your day. Peace.